Hello everyone, so today we are going to have a slightly different review. As you know, we are usually checking watches and maybe some gadgets, but today we are going to talk about motorcycle equipment. So these are gloves from Germany company Health, it's written here, and this model is named as a Kakuda. So these are leather gloves for the summer, and I decided to make a detailed video review so that you know what you will get if you will be buying these gloves. So you can see that I got the model in a red color, nevertheless there will be also 4 other colors, and I think the black ones are really good looking ones, but they were not available at the moment when I was getting this, so I decided to go for a red color. And now I'm going to put them on my hand. So the main thing why I decided to get this, because it was really difficult to find my exact size of the hand. As you can see, these ones are quite perfect. So the main thing about these gloves that they are made out of natural leather. They are really good at ventilation, and you can see it by these scoops at the top of your palm. And we also have perforated leather, we have also all the necessary protections and different features which are really handy in daily use of these gloves. And I would like to suggest to start with the sizing. So my gloves are the size 8, and as you can see there are more or less tight fit. I have a bit of space here on the pinky finger, but all other fingers are tight fit, and the same goes for the palm. There is no extra space inside, and this is really good. It gives you extra feel. They are not too sturdy. It's a really soft leather, which is also good when you try to feel the throttle or maybe brakes, and it makes it comfortable to operate in these gloves. As for the protection, these gloves are certified under the 2015 norm for the protective gloves for bikers, so that's why it should be more or less nice. We have a hard knuckle protection, so this one is not flexible, it's actually a hard plastic. And also we have a reinforced edge of the hand, so here we have a reinforcement which should protect the edge when you'll be sliding on the asphalt. And of course we have a palm and also thumb reinforced with this special material, which is also handy for the sliding on the asphalt. But it's quite sturdy, it's also soft, as you can see, so it's not limiting you from any movement in this area. As you can see, it's easy to bend, and that's why you don't have any problems when you are sitting on the bike and you're let's say operating the clutch with help of the left hand. As for the features, I was saying that we have special features here. So first of all, it will be this small rubber strip on the pointing finger of the left hand. Obviously it is done to clean your visor on the helmet, and this is really handy feature. It is not present on the right hand, obviously, so because you will not be able to take out of this hand of the throttle, so that's why we have it only on the left one. But it's also a good addition which will come handy in daily use. Of course, in the modern gloves we also have a special leather, so here we have only 2 fingers, the big one and the point finger, which are featuring this special piece of leather which enables the operation on the smartphone, so it's touch sensitive. The same goes for the right one, we have the same small sections. The only thing which I can mention is the edge of this point finger, so as you can see it's slightly concave. So that's why it is a bit difficult to operate the smartphone. Maybe you have to touch it a bit more, but other than that it's still handy so that you do not have to take out the gloves, and therefore you can maybe take some photos or dial the number without taking the gloves or, let's say, removing the whole setup. I was also mentioning the perforated leather, so here we get the perforated leather sides. These are quite large perforations, so they are not as small as on some gloves, and I think that's actually a good side because it doesn't cause the hyperventilation of these gloves, and the same can be found here. And what is interesting is that we have the perforation between fingers, so all these, let's say, side walls of the fingers, they're also perforated with the same style of the perforations. What it causes the additional flow or inflow of the air, and that's really sensible. You can feel it on the speed, so that's really good because it keeps your hand from the warming up, and the overall air circulation is enhanced with help of these perforations. Another interesting thing that we have elasticated panels, so this is this 3 sections on 3 fingers and also here on the palm area. So this one also contributes to the ease of use. As you can see, it's easily stretchable, and that's why you don't have tension on these parts. It doesn't leave the imprint on your leather on your skin after long usage, and the same goes for the palm area. It's really good feature, and I think it adds to the overall comfort, especially if you're riding for a long time. You won't feel it due to these 3 sections on the top of the gloves. Of course, we also have the velcro strap here, so as you can see, it's slightly stretchable. Here we also have the perforated section as well, but when you slide it inside, it just gets closed with the strap. We have a rubber end so that it will be easier to catch, and overall I think it's a reasonable solution. So it's easy to undo, easy to put on, especially in the gloves, because usually you do it with one hand in a glove, so no issue at all. And I think it should survive wear and tear of the daily use as well. It should be noted that these gloves are, let's say, touted by Helmet as a summer gloves, so they do not have any weather protection at all. And if you get into the rain, it will be a bit tricky thing because of this perforation and because of this air scoop. But here we can get to the use experience, because I was riding a bit with these gloves, and I can tell you a few things about them. So the first time I tried these gloves, it was really interesting to see these huge scoops. They might look big and they might look as a 1-point entry only, but you actually have also the exhaust here. So what it should do is to allow the air to go inside and go outside, and basically to engage some airflow inside your hand area. And I wouldn't say that it's that powerful effect on the high speeds. I tried riding it, it just causes a bit more fresh air inside the glove, and in my opinion this is good. It doesn't feel cold with help of this scoop, but it actually adds extra air. But do not expect a really huge difference, surprisingly. Another thing I would recommend, because these are leather gloves, so when you get them, try to apply the leather cream or leather wax, which will actually enhance the leather flexibility and also enhance the color. As you can see, they are now dark black, but when they arrived to me, maybe due to the storage, maybe due to some other issues, they were having some gray creases. So wax actually solved all these issues. They made them a bit more flexible. And of course, the smell of the wax is also a nice bonus if you are a fan of the honey or products made out of honey, obviously. As I mentioned before, they are touch ready, so that's also a nice bonus, because my previous gloves did not have such thing and I had to take them out. As you can see, these ones are also easy to take out. We have a special metal clip which will allow you to connect them together so that one won't be lost if you transfer them somewhere or maybe place in the helmet like I usually do. And the overall quality of these gloves is, I would say, top notch. So the quality of the sewing, the leather quality, the print, the accessories, all this plastic and the protectors, they look and feel really good. There is no discomfort when you wear them for a long time. The only thing I would recommend you to do is obviously to try them in person, because it is really dependent on the size. I tried them in a slightly bigger size and it didn't work for me, because you feel that the fingers are, let's say, operating in a slightly different way. You have this plastic cap placed not exactly on the knuckles, so that's another point to consider. And of course the cuff. So here you can also choose the short version, it will be ending somewhere here, but it's up to the personal preferences in my opinion. I decided to choose one with this extra protection here, but maybe you prefer a thinner or smaller version which will be even more lightweight during the summer. So as for the price, it is already available on official Held website. You can get them for 100 euros including shipping as far as I remember. And in my opinion, this is a worthy option if you would like to get something sensible for the summer rides. You don't need a protection in the rain, because some riders just do not ride in the rain, and therefore you would like to have something perforated with a good ventilation and maybe a good protection, which also features some additional things for ease of use. Of course, I'll be happy to hear your opinion about these gloves, or maybe you have some better options on your mind. Write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.